This is recording. Hi everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to start this for so long but have made a million excuses as to why I shouldn't, like waiting for enough followers or waiting for the right time to film the perfect thing. But I realized there's no time like the present, so here we are, and thank you for being here. I also don't have a designated like filming space in my room, so I'm here in my bed. Hopefully this feels like a little slumber party and we're just hanging out. For the first video, I wanted to do a little Q&A to get to know me, since you might be here and not know who the heck I am. I'm Melissa. You can also call me Mel if you want to. I asked a bunch of questions over on my Instagram. You should go follow me over there. That's kind of where I got started with everything. And y'all asked some good questions, so I'm gonna pull them up and we're just gonna get right into it. Also, if there's anything else you want to know that I don't mention here, feel free to leave a comment. I always love chatting, or send me a DM, anything. So let's start with the simple baseline questions. How old are you? I am 23 years old. My birthday is in October, so that makes me a Libra. I'm currently in school, so I graduated with my undergrad from UT Austin, and it was in youth and community studies. I thought I was going to be a teacher my whole life, and then come graduation I didn't want to be a teacher, so now I'm in grad school at the University of Washington here in Seattle, and I'm studying digital communications. Hopefully I want to go into marketing or social media management with that and still maintain my social media presence on the side. What are your favorite makeup products? Okay, here is my very dirty, don't look at it, Glossier bag that I keep all my makeup in. I'm not very good at makeup. I don't wear a lot, and I just kind of keep it natural and just cover up what I need to. But my favorite makeup products at the moment are the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. Can you see that? Look guys, I'm like a beauty guru. Okay, this lip balm, I have the one that tastes, well, not taste, but smells like sugar cookies, and it is so good. I put this on like a million times a day. If you're looking for just a simple lip balm, please get this. I also love the Glossier Future Dew Serum. This is so good to get that glowy, dewy effect. I always get comments on my Instagram of, you're glowing and how do you look so glowy? And most of the times it's sweat, but if you want to get that faux glow, get this, it's so good. And it also kind of smells good. And then lately I've been using the Youthforia blush. If you follow me on TikTok, I tried this out briefly, but basically it's a clear blush that goes and changes as you put it on your skin, something like that. Some chemical reaction that I don't really understand, but I've been liking it because it's kind of pink and natural and also adds a lot of glow. Okay, next question is, where do you find design inspo for your room? It's so cute. Thank you, Blair, I love you. I get a lot of inspo from Pinterest. I know a lot of people say that, but it's genuinely true. I love looking at Danish pastel aesthetics and just Scandinavian design. I think it's very simple with pops of pastels, which I really love. I'm going to do a room tour soon once I feel like my room is where it should be, and then y'all can see where exactly I get everything. But Pinterest. Favorite childhood memory. So one thing about me is I grew up in Illinois in a small town, and then when I was in elementary school I moved to Texas and then spent the majority of my life there. But my favorite childhood memory is when I was in Illinois. During the winters it would get so snowy, and we had a lot of hills and a huge backyard, and so my sisters and I would go out sledding and go have snowball fights, and then we'd drink hot chocolate afterwards, and it's just really special and is a reason why I love Christmas time and winter and all the seasons. It was just super magical. What is your favorite decor piece in your room? I'll show you. I think my favorite piece at the moment is this wall. Say hi to Spice. But I'm really proud of how it turned out. I picked out all of this art from Society6 and then added some of my favorite little decor pieces, like my quilted makeup bag from April and my paper notebooks. And I just really feel like this sums up what I like in my room. So yeah, I would say my little decor wall. Okay, next question is first collaboration. I think my very first collaboration, I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen, was with Shop Lucky 11. They're a small boutique. I think they're still running, I'm not too sure, but they were so kind to send me some clothes, and it was my very first time going out and taking photos. My boyfriend actually took these photos, so kudos to Andrew because he got a good angle. But looking back, I am so different than I was then. I just feel like a different person now, and it's really cool seeing all these small businesses I used to work with and still do, and how much they just took a chance on me, and I really appreciate that. I really like this next question. It's what did you like or would change about your college experience? I graduated from UT Austin, and I genuinely loved my college experience, other than the fact that for 2 years COVID was going on and we had to be remote. I still feel like I genuinely had a really wonderful time there. I'll start with what I would change. What I would change is going in as a freshman to college. It's kind of like going into high school where you don't know really how to fit in. You don't know where your place and your identity is. And I struggled a lot with that my first semester, first year of trying to figure out who I was, where I wanted to go and be, and all these things, and it was really overwhelming. And so if I could change that, I would tell myself just to slow down, and it sounds cheesy, but to be myself and not let other people influence or change me. I think once I realized that I can find my identity within myself rather than seeking that from others, it really changed the game for me. So I would just encourage my younger self to pursue what I loved and do things that made me comfortable and happy. And one thing I loved about my college experience was I tried to join multiple organizations to meet other girls and make friends, and I really loved the ones I did join. I was in Texas Philam, which is a Christian organization, and Delight, which was a Bible study that I got to help run, and they were both absolutely incredible. I love all the girls there, and the people I met there are still my friends today, and I will forever cherish those memories. And that's what made my college experience so amazing, was getting to see those people every week. So I highly recommend joining organizations, putting yourself out there, even though it's a little scary, and I promise you'll find your people eventually. I also got a lot of questions on how I started influencing and any tips on just getting started with it all. I started springish time of 2021. I mainly did it because all of my classes were online at the time at UT, and so I was just spending a lot of time in my apartment, in my little room. Well, it was a big room, but it was nice. In my room, just bored, honestly. On my free time, I like to go to cute coffee shops or just find cute new little spots around Austin. And when I would do that, I just started taking photos, and it became a real passion of mine. I've always loved clothes and fashion and aesthetics, and so it just became very natural and a hobby, and I really loved doing it. And after I became more consistent, I started reaching out to other small businesses to see if they wanted to work together, and they did. And that's literally how I got started. I just started posting and sharing things that I loved, and here I am today, still doing that and still having a lot of fun with it. If you're trying to get started, I just suggest being consistent. Start posting what you like. Don't try to be posting exactly what someone else is doing or thinking that what's working for them will work for you, because at the end of the day, people want to follow you and want to like you for you and for your unique content. So don't try to copy anybody else, because I definitely went through that phase and it didn't work out. Next question is, what is your favorite season? I love spring and fall. Honestly, I love all seasons, but I also love colors. So I love seeing all the flowers in the spring, and then also all the fall foliage. I just love being outside and doing things like I said, going into coffee shops, going to markets, or exploring wherever I am. And I think it's so fun when you get to really enjoy the weather during those times. So yeah. Related to getting started with influencing and content creation, I was asked, biggest thing you've learned being an influencer and the lack of Latina representation in the community. Thank you so much for asking this. There is a huge issue when it comes to diversity that if you're not aware of, you should become aware of, where a lot of girls and guys who are in the minority don't get as much recognition or popularity for amazing content. And I noticed that very early on, especially on platforms like Pinterest. I would go on and try to find inspiration, and I was pinning a lot, and then I noticed that there was nobody who looked like me. Maybe it's just my feed, and so I would intentionally try to search up women of color who are in these aesthetic posts, and I just could not find them, or they were not being pushed at all. And that was really disheartening because I would feel like, where is my place in this community? It is way more difficult for women of color to be successful on social media than it is for those in the majority. And so I just really encourage you to find other minorities who are trying to be creators and become friends online, support each other, because it is more challenging for us. And I think one thing I learned is to just continue to push myself out there, even if I feel like I'm the only one in the conversation. I think that's super, super important to have that representation no matter what that looks like. I also try to work with brands that I know are making an effort towards diversity, and I just really hope to see all body types, all shades of color on all platforms equally represented. Let's just all make social media more equal and provide that equity for one another. Sorry if this bed is shaking, my setup is weird and I'm talking a lot. I think we all need to use our platforms more to advocate for those things and to be that person of representation. So if you're scared of starting social media because you're not seeing people like you, or you're not seeing the content you create, that means that you should be out there creating that content, and that means that your voice is needed. So get out there and don't be scared, because we're all here for each other. Next question is, what is your #1 tip for maintaining a long distance relationship? So for those who don't know, I am in a long distance relationship. My boyfriend's name is Andrew. Here is me and Andrew. And we've been together for almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in March. And we kind of have grown up together by now. We were high school sweethearts, and then I moved to Austin, so we were semi-long distance there because he was back home in San Antonio, and now I'm in Seattle and he's still in San Antonio, Texas. And so we don't see each other too often. I would say maybe every few months. The strategy we have maintained and really had to learn how to do is to be on the same team. I know that sounds kind of silly, but when you're arguing or you're trying to communicate something, especially when it's just over the phone and we don't have those facial expressions to rely on, so we can't tell if one another's upset, we just work on finding a solution that makes us both happy. I think it's really easy if you're worked up to just try to prove a point and try to say, you hurt me and blah, 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 blah. But it's just having that mindset of, we're working on this together. We're both humans. We're both just people trying to learn, but we should be doing that from the same side, not just trying to oppose one another just to prove a point or just because we're in the heat of the moment. At the end of the day, we always want to make things better for the both of us and make sure we're in this healthy space. And so just reminding each other that let's take a step back and make sure we're on the same team and we're working towards a common goal has really, really helped us and just made our communication really good. We also make sure to spend time together, whether that is on FaceTime or currently we're watching Gossip Girl, and that's just a way for us to stay connected and feel like we're still hanging out even though we're not in person. Third question asked is, what is your height? And I am 5'1", so I'm a little on the shorter side, but I like my height. What are your travel must-haves? I'll show you. Travel must-haves are these bags from Bagu. I have this one, as well as this one. Hello. Amongst like others, and I pack everything into these cubes. What one looks like for reference. This one is a little larger than some of the other ones I have, but I love Bagu. Bagu, if you're watching this, I love you so much. When I'm not traveling, I use these to store things around my room. So like this one has all of like my winter accessories, and they're just so cute, and it's just easy to categorize things. I will not travel without my Bagu bags to just stay organized and compartmentalize everything. Last question I'm going to answer is, what are your goals for 2023? Coming up with goals is always kind of scary for me because I'm a perfectionist and I always kind of beat myself up if I don't achieve those things or don't do it to my standards. So this year I'm just really focusing on having fun. I think I've been really hard on myself in the past to achieve certain things by certain deadlines, but I just really want to let go of that timeline and have fun. I'm gonna travel more this year. I want to vlog and start my YouTube channel and just really give myself time to be present and enjoy myself. So that is all for my video today. Thank you so much if you watched all of this. I know it was pretty chatty with me not doing too much, but I really want to make more videos, like do a room tour soon. Sorry, Spice is going crazy over there. But I really want to do a room tour. Spice. Before I go, this is Spice, and she's the love of my life, so you'll be seeing her a lot. She's an old cat who's been in my family for so long. She's so cute. She's so cute. And I'll also be vlogging while in San Diego with my friends, and there's just so much to come. So please stick around and follow me on my other socials so you can keep up on what I'm doing every day. But yeah, that's it. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Let's go.